Hello, I'm here to talk about my English journal and what I wrote in it during the semester. So, the journal, I guess I use it to express myself and just be creative with the writing. I usually don't like to write much. I'm not, big on writing, but having this journal taught me that I can express myself through writing. I could just write about anything, and I didn't have to worry about punctuation, breaking it down into paragraphs, stuff like that. No, I could just go on and write how I wanted to write. And even if I made spelling errors, it didn't matter because it was my journal. I am the only one that's gonna understand what I wrote and what it means. So the theme that I used was using a mixture of different topics, ranging from what I was gonna do that week to how I was feeling that day, or anything in particular. Um, and it would also depend on what day I was writing. Because if on a Tuesday, I would talk about the start of the week and what I did during the weekend, and how I would want, you know, the week to go by fast because I want to get to the weekend and just get it over with. And if it was on a Thursday, I would write about how the week how the week was and how I'm looking forward to the weekend. And I would talk about if I have any type of plans coming up during the weekend. So it would just range from that. And the style I used was mostly like journal, diary type. I would just write whatever I wanted to write. I didn't format it in any way. And honestly, I talked about what I was gonna if I was gonna do something that day. I would write it down. If I was feeling some type of way, I would write it down. And sometimes it got personal, and it made me really think. Because looking over it, there was a time period where everything was good in my life, and then it wasn't. And I just to have the journal there to actually read through it and look back and be like, oh, this was a time where it was good. There was a time where it was not good. Um, and yeah, I would just usually write nonstop for 10 minutes. Usually I would take a break to think about what I'm gonna write, and then I'll just keep going. But I never thought about breaking it into into paragraphs. I was just like, there's no point. I'm writing this journal for myself. I'm just gonna keep writing, and just as soon as the 10 minutes are up, finish writing, finish that last sentence, and go. I didn't care about, I didn't look back and punctuation or anything like that. Um, Honestly, at the beginning, it was easy to write because I had a lot to write about, but then as it got on, it got harder and harder to write because I was writing about the same thing over and over again, and it got kind of repetitive and it boring sometimes. I was just like, I don't want to write for 10 minutes. It's just gonna get boring. But there's I was just going and writing towards the end. I just didn't care what I was writing, but because I had the same mentality of just I'm gonna write about what is going on in the week, what's going on in my day. That was just the same mentality I had throughout the whole semester. Now, for my handwriting, I don't like my handwriting. It sucks. It's bland. And I can see I made some mistakes. Sometimes I would just write quick, and I wouldn't even know, like, when I was reading back, I was some stuff I just couldn't even understand what I was writing. That's why I like typing more because I can see it clearly, and honestly, I just focus better when it's on typing to see what my errors are, and I just like it more like that. But it taught me that you have to also learn how to handwrite all your stuff. But in the end, I did like writing in the journal because it taught me that uh, there's more to than just expressing yourself through just words, and you learn a lot about yourself, and you know you can look back at it and see, oh, made some mistakes, and you can improve on that. It helps you. I did like it because I talk about a lot of stuff, and let's see, I talk about when my car it stopped working, uh, where I had to drive my dad's old car, and it just made me like realize, like, damn, I really can't, mess my car up again because I really missed it. It just, when I was writing it, it made me feel like, wow, I got to be careful with it. And then looking back at it, I'm just like, good job, I wrote this down. It was personal. I liked it. I can keep that and look back at it and see, what I can improve on and how it made me feel overall. I liked it. If I had to pull anything from it, honestly, all of it just looks the same because I would always just talk about how my weekend was, how my week was going, and in the end, I had fun writing in it. At the end, I did have fun writing it because I would talk about people. I would talk about my friends in it. Writing is good for you because it lets you express yourself in a way. And if you can write all this stuff down and just keep it for yourself, that's great. But if you're able to share it with people, it's even better because now they get a view into your life. And would I share my journal? I don't know. Maybe it would depend because some stuff is personal. But now you have that for yourself. You can look back, and I'm grateful for having this experience because I can look back and realize, wow, there was at times where I was sad. There was a time where I was happy, and I wrote all this in this journal, and it helped me. So I guess I have to thank the journal. But it was fun writing in it. Thank you for watching.